Okay, here's a quick video to show you why I'm not a big fan of things that are connected to the cloud. Now, one of the things that, the Alexa service really needs is offline support. So if you've got, smart devices, you should be able to control them when you're offline. So if you've got no internet connection, you should be able to control the devices that have been discovered. Now, that's not too far of a stretch for that to be possible, but I'm going to show you right now why offline support's needed, because I've got some serious internet issues with, the broadband company that I'm with. My internet connection is intermittent at the best of times, and this is what happens when you have no internet connection. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So as you can see, that's what happens when you have no internet connection with your, basically with your home voice control. Let's go into the other room. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
Now that's in the kitchen. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
And as you can see, they're all going at the same time because there's no internet connection to these devices. Now, right now, let's just go. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is go into the passage, and you're going to see the exact same thing with that Echo Dot. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So as you can see, we've just been in the passage. Basically, 3 of the Echo Dots, none of them have got internet connection, and this is what, basically makes a smart home a very dumb home when the internet doesn't work and connect your devices. So this is why I think offline support is really needed for the Echo Dot, just to be able to control those devices that have already been discovered, and quite simply, not make the linchpin be the internet connection when it comes to reliability, because I've had issues with my internet for over a year and they don't seem to be getting improved, they don't seem to be getting fixed. Right now I've been told that it's not going to be until April that my internet issues are going to be resolved, and I've been through a renewal contract when I've been told the issues were going to be resolved. So I'm not even going to name and shame the company that I use for my internet service or lack of service, but you can see I have serious issues connecting my devices when it goes down. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So as you can see, I can't even do anything like turn the lights off. For instance, Alexa, turn the kitchen lights off.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So this is what happens when your internet connection falters or when it goes completely wrong. Right now the issue seems to be, either with my internet connection or with the hub itself. So if the devices can't connect to the hub, then quite simply they can't do their job. So right now I can't control my heating, I can't control my lights, I can't control my plugs via voice, I can't control, everything that I've set up in my smart home through voice, because my internet connection's just not there and there's no offline support for controlling, connected devices, which there should be. And this is why I wasn't ever a fan of things that used cloud-based services to keep them, functioning online. Anything that's connected to the cloud, its weakest point's always going to be the internet connection. And if, you suffer a dropped internet connection or one that constantly micro drops, then, you're going to have issues like this. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So as you can see, I have no internet connection to these devices. I have no voice control, and until my internet service provider decides to sort out the issues that are in the area that they've known about for over a year, then I can expect much more of this unless, these Alexa service devices get offline support.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So I thought I'd do this quick video basically to show you what happens when your smart home becomes pretty dumb because the internet connection just isn't there, or disconnects constantly. This is what you can expect. So when you're setting up your smart home, it's great to revolve it around voice control and everything like that, but this is why you need to have backup devices that you can control things with. So for instance, most people are backing up or connecting switches, light switches, plugs, and thermostats and everything to voice control. Now that's great until your internet connection goes down. Myself, all my lights, plug sockets and everything are RF frequency controlled. So that's radio frequency. So for instance, if my internet connection goes down, I can still control my lights with a normal RF remote. Or I could use, for instance, my Broadlink. I can control the RF devices even with no internet connection. But if you've decided to just go the voice control route and revolve everything around voice control, then you've only got voice control as long as you've got an internet connection. If you've not got an internet connection, you've got issues like this. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So that isn't what you want to hear when you basically built your house around voice control. So you want to be able to control your devices through voice, through app, through normal remote controls, be they RF or infrared. You want to be able to have a backup in case, your internet connection goes down and you suffer issues like this. Right now, for me to even put my heating on, because it's, internet connected, I have to manually do it at the moment, but I've still got the option of manually doing it. And I can't do it by a voice. And this is, one of the most frustrating things about it. This is, I rang up my internet company the other day, internet service provider, and they told me, they could get someone out on a Thursday in March, to check out my issue, and said that, if it was my equipment, because they think it's my equipment, then they'd give me a new hub. Now, I've literally just got a new hub in January, and the hub's already faulty. The Ethernet ports on the back are faulty. I called up on the 5th of this month and told them that there was issues with the hub because I was getting speeds as low as 8 megabytes per second, and I pay for 200 megabytes per second. So, there was issues then that I've reported. So in the end, I had to tell them that, I've got a smart home that isn't that smart with their service not doing as it's supposed to. I told them I've got a smart alarm that's connected to the internet. If I've not got an internet connection, then I've not got a home security system. I told them that my thermostat was connected to the internet. I told them that I've got voice control. I told them everything that I've got basically. And in the end, the person on the phone was really, really helpful and said, they're going to get out a new hub to me and, help my issue, because it says, as far as he's concerned, it is their fault. And he can't have me with no security because, I'm not getting the service that I'm paying for. Which was great. It's about the most useful person I've ever actually had help me when I've had an issue. But this is what I mean. If you revolve everything around voice control, you're going to have issues when your internet connection goes down. And it will happen at some point. And if you've not, put, alternative methods of controlling things in place, then you're absolutely screwed. For instance, if you've got Wi-Fi light bulbs or lights that are controlled via the internet and via a cloud service, and you need an internet connection to control them, then if your internet connection goes down and they're not RF, they're just completely Wi-Fi, you ain't even got a backup option of being able to control them, so you're going to have some real issues. But anyway, I just thought I'd do this quick video just to show you, you know, the nightmare that I'm living through at the moment. Alexa.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
So if you've got any questions, you know, or you want to tell me what lights you're using, can you actually use them offline? You know, that's what I'd be interested in knowing. Can you use your lights? Can you control your lights offline? If you've got no internet connection, can you still control, you know, whatever smart light bulbs you've got linked up to voice control? If not, then, you know, did you factor that into your decision when you purchased them, or was you just thinking voice control, I can control it with Alexa, so that's great. If you're still looking to get some kind of smart lights or smart plugs, or, you know, something that you can control with voice control, has it got a backup option of being able to control it with a normal remote, infrared, RF, you know? Anyway, let's start the discussion and pretty much let me know what devices you're using. Are they offline compatible, or do they need an internet connection and a cloud service to run them? All right, thanks for checking out this video. I'm looking forward to later on in the day, because it is right now Wednesday morning, and right now I'd usually go, Alexa, what's the time? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not sure if you can hear that. That's the echo in the other room, basically telling me there's no internet connection, so I don't even know what time it is. I think it's about 2 a.m. in the morning. So later on today I should get my new hub, which means I've got to connect all my devices back up again, which is a day chore by itself. But yeah, I'll be back to having voice control by the end of the day, hopefully, as long as it is a hardware issue with the hub and it isn't actually the internet connection as usual. Anyway, like I say, start the discussion. Are you using smart lights that, you know, can be controlled online as well as offline, or can they only be controlled as long as you've got an internet connection, a Wi-Fi connection? You know, let's see. All right, bye.